Everybody. We are going to be going over X39 and everything that it has done. We're so excited to be the ones presenting this to all of you. So let's get started. I will go ahead and start sharing my screen with every one of you now. All right. All right, everybody. So we're going to talk about, here we go. Have you been patched? So I hope everybody here on this call has at least gotten a product in their hand. Someone has patched you, someone has shared it with you. You're here for the right reasons, and please stick it out and stay throughout the whole entire call because there's so much to cover. There's lots of great testimonies to come, and we're really excited that you guys have taken the time out of your life with your families and everybody else to sit here and join us today. So we're going to go over a couple things. First, we're going to talk about X39 and what it can do, but we first want to make sure that everybody does know that these products are not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure or prevent any disease or medical condition. But we have some amazing stuff to go over and cover, and we're excited you made it. So the fewer stem cells that you have, we want to talk about this. By the age of 30, most of us do not know this, and we actually did not know this when we first got involved in this. Yeah. I was in medicine for many, many years, but we are very robotically trained. We learn what we learn, and we don't listen to a lot of other things. And one thing that I did not know, and Johnny did not know, is that by the age of 30, half of our stem cells are not active. And by 60, pretty much you've lost all stem cell activity. And what that means is our stem cells are the main communicator to all our other cells. So if they're not actively doing what they should be doing on a daily basis, they're not actively communicating with the other cells within the human body to tell the body what to do. So hundreds of millions of people are experiencing the symptoms of aging every day. We all go through the aging process from the time that we're born till the time we're whatever age we are till the time we pass. And we start aging from that very moment. And what we want to educate people on and understand is that there's something that we can do naturally within the human body to be able to help our own body be able to help these stem cells to be active. Now, the product itself is made of an organic nanocrystal. And a lot of people are like, what on earth is that? It is all natural components made of amino acids, water, oxygen, all inside this tiny little patch. And the patch itself actually activates on our own tissue to activate these peptides called a GHK copper peptide. Now, I always tell everybody whenever we're talking to them, I'm like, Google GHK copper peptide. The number one peptide in the human body for anti-aging is the GHK copper peptide. So we are actually elevating these peptide levels in the human body by just a natural stimulation on our skin and tissue so that it actually elevates the peptides on our own human being, God-given peptide. Exactly. So, which reactivates our stem cells. So when you actually look that up and you look at the correlation between GHK copper peptide and our stem cells, they are correlated. They work together. So when GHK is elevated, stem cell activity is elevated. So if we can actually get our own body to do the work to do this, then we know that we can actually get some stem cell activation within the human body.
I think you just said something that was huge. Your own body, and it's activating stuff in your own body. You know, we get a lot of people that, say stuff like what's going in my body, what's not going in my body. I think you just hit something that's really important because we hear it a lot, is it's activating stuff in your own body.
Absolutely. A lot of people are always like, well, I have to consult somebody before I put things in my body. I have to consult somebody before I ingest things in my body. We're not putting anything in our body. We are not taking any medications and drugs. There is nothing in the patch that is a peptide. So it is non-transdermal. So meaning you are not putting anything in the body. The body is actually being reactivated on its own. So Johnny can go over the company itself because the company is not a startup company. It is not a brand new company that just launched on the scene. It is a 19-year-old, very vested company, but it took the company almost, actually, I looked at a real new research. It took them over 18 years, 10 years of real studying to have this kind of a mega product come to the scene. So if you want to go into the company itself.
Yeah, absolutely. Started with back, just started pouring.
It started pouring. Like, it torrential down.
I thought the printer was going. I was like, is one of our 5 kids printing a report right now? You know, the company went from 20 million to 320 million, and the X39 is literally the holy grail. It's our baby. There's nothing compared to it. There's nothing like it. And that's what really changes everything. You know, there's a catalog of patches out there. We don't get down that road because the X39, you wear it up to 12 hours a day. It does what it needs to do. But in the last 3 years, we have gone, and I think the number's even almost, I don't want to say double this, but it's a lot higher than 320, I'll tell you that. And we've opened up, I believe we're over 75 countries now. I believe we're almost close to 80, 83, something like that.
Getting close.
Getting close, yeah. You can tell I'm a solar guy. So, you know, before this, I didn't even know really what a stem cell was. All I knew is it helped us with everything we need to help with ourselves.
But we are launching into countries every single day. Gina and Steve and Onyx, my gosh, you guys, if you want to know a little bit more about the company and the team we're in, you guys, we have some amazing leaders. They are in London, they're in Portugal, they're all over the world, constantly opening up brand new markets. And that is the beauty of this product, you guys, that like they just said, in the last 3 years. So the company is 19 years old, but in the last 3 years, we have like broken boundaries. And I mean, we're just floodgating through different countries. And the minute that our team gets into these countries, it is like, I call it a good virus. I'm like, it just spreads because the product works. And the minute it gets in somebody's hands, that person has a testimony, then they spread it to somebody else and that person has a testimony. And that is the beauty of this product. So we're going to go to the next slide here. So David Schmidt, he is the CEO, the inventor, the founder, an amazing human. And if you're in this and you're on this, you will eventually get to know him. And he is just a beautiful soul, a very humble human being. He has over 130 patents protecting this product, which is amazing. It is very hard to get one patent. You have to kind of prove what you're doing and what you're saying is true. And so why that's super important is because we hold the market share. So we hold this product, the technology, and nobody else has a competition to it. He's the scientist, the inventor. He's a 2-time recipient of Advanced Technology Award. He is, if you guys look and you start to research him, the journey he has taken from even childhood till now, he has just been an intelligent scientist since day one. That is pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Patent technology, we are not a Me Too product. This is what got me, okay? I have been pitched, I have been spoken to by many, many people in network marketing from every product under the sun. And I never, ever found that product. We are not a shampoo. We are not, a skincare. We are not a serum. We're not all these things that you can go get at GNC, Whole Foods, anything that's duplicatable, replicatable. We are not that. We're not saturated. We are the one and only product, you guys, that can do what we're doing. And it is drastically changing lives. And the beauty of it is that you can go to somebody and say, I have a product, I have this thing that actually elevates our peptides, makes people have these great results, and they cannot say, oh yeah, I got that from so-and-so, and I got this from GNC, and I got this from Whole Foods. No, you can't get it from anyone, but I am the deliverer or somebody else who is in this company, which is really, really special. Makes it very unique. Now, activate your stem cells, okay? We are rapid pain relief. We're seeing this throughout people because our own bodies are absolutely able to do this on their own because of what we're being able to do. It is activating our own natural, like I said, God-given peptide that is elevating this to trigger stem cell activity, reducing inflammation. We're seeing supporting wound healing. We're seeing energy and vitality. That's something that we got really, really big. Have 5 kids, run a bunch of different multitude companies, and be in your 40s. Trust me, you need some energy and vitality. Mental clarity, that's another huge one. People don't really realize how much brain fog you get as you get older. Enhances athletic performance, faster recovery from exercise, huge. Improves skin appearance. And again, we're just going to emphasize that we're not diagnosing, treating, curing, preventing any diseases here, guys. This is something so much more amazing than that because it's our own body doing the work, okay? Drugs do those things. They claim those things. Next, we're going to talk about this awesome study. I'm so excited about the study. The results of topography. This is brain mapping, which is so cool. This participant was a 77-year-old woman. She was placed on X39 on the back of her neck. When you see topography, you actually start to see discolorations in the brain for different things that are kind of happening with inflammation, or there's something offset in the brain versus a healthy brain topography. Now you see in session 1, there's no X39. There's inflammation in the brain. There's very little stem cell activity, lack of brain coherence. Okay, that is pre-X39. Now we're looking at session 2. Session 2 is 3 weeks on X39, no more inflammation. The brain is starting to improve on coherence. And then you see session 3, we're 6 weeks in on X39, and we have a complete turnaround. Improved stem cell activity in the brain coherence. The color is beautiful. Okay. Anybody in neurology, neuroscience, or anything, they see that. They know the discolorations of the brain. This is absolutely amazing. This is one of my favorite studies that's ever done in this company. But as they say, as you age, stem cells in your organs, including the brain, the heart, the liver, the lungs, and kidneys, they go dormant. So this is just showing what we can do here and what our bodies can do here. And I just keep on pressing that subject because, guys, our bodies are doing this finally, versus putting drugs and medications and all these things that are not of our own God-given form inside of our body. And then X39 long-term results. These are awesome. So there was 80 case studies that were done. And I am one of those people who are very, very all about the case studies. I love case studies. I geek out on this stuff. So when someone comes to me like placebo, I'm like, we're going to talk about this. There was case studies done. There's a lot of things that come out on the market that have 0 case studies and people rave about them. They are all about them. So the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. Okay. And then within 6 weeks, brain becomes more balanced. And within 3 months, the collagen starts to stimulate in the body, wrinkles, hair growth, huge. I have seen this happen time and time again. Okay. People who are suffering hair loss, thinning hair loss, post chemo, or they have alopecia, things like that. I have seen insane hair growth. And then within 6 months, the heart health. Okay. These things are awesome because when I talk to people, I'm like, devote yourself to this and then look at the case studies. We're talking 6 months on this page right now. So can you devote at least 90 days to 6 months to me? Because if you do, we're going to see amazing things happen within your body. And so I always tell everybody, you have to give this time. And so that is the cool thing, because when somebody gives somebody something and they're like, oh, here it is, and this is it, you will have awesome stories. There will be people who have, oh my gosh, 2 days, 3 days, 7 days. You'll have the 6 weekers, the 6 monthers.
Yeah.
This is a long-term thing. And the longer you're on it, the better things become. Your list just gets longer and longer and longer. Well,
the thing is too, is like, it took well over 90 days for them to go dormant. So I think you can give them 90 days to wake up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So product information, Start X39. That site's awesome.
Yeah, it's got everything you need. And we laugh because we always tell people, like, just go here and check it out and then follow the steps. And
in every language almost.
Yeah. And it's hard because if someone's speaking another language, if I don't know it, I don't know if I'm sending them the right language, but it's amazing. I mean, we're in all these countries, we have all these languages. It's literally about just plugging in and going through the steps, and they walk you through everything you need to go. Obviously, go back to your sponsor, go whoever brought you here in order to do what you need to do for the business. But everything is here. It's black and white. And I don't want to call it patches for dummies, but I always laugh with our team because we're like, go here and then bring your questions to us, because it makes everything very easy. Yeah.
Start X39 has all the clinicals, has David Schmidt, a 24-minute video, an hour video, has everything about GHK copper peptide, a really cool study on it. I mean, this is awesome. But the beautiful thing about this is, you guys, is that you're driving them to this and then they come back to you, because there's no buy link. There's no link that goes to anybody else. At the very bottom, it even says it goes back to you. So this is literally sending them to an educational platform that helps them to understand what this is about in so many different ways. They can click on so many different aspects of how does the patch even work? And what is the patch made of? I mean, it gives them everything. And again, like I said, it comes in so many different languages. We just had a friend who her mom speaks Vietnamese, and we spent the whole entire site over to her so that she could understand it and she could grasp it fully without us trying to like translate little by little. So everything is kind of already built out for you. So as you come into this, you're able to plug and play people in and say, oh, okay, well, maybe I don't yet understand this completely. but I can guide you to something that will completely tell it to you and then come back to me and let's talk about it. So that's huge, because a lot of people come into this and they're like, Kim, this is very overwhelming and I have a lot going on. I run this company, I run that company. I love the product so much. It's changed my life, but I want to share it with people and I don't have the time. Boom. Send them to Start X39 because it will do the job for you. It helps people to understand it without you having to fully grasp it.
Exactly.
How do we wear X39, guys? Okay.
What do I do and how do I do it?
Everyone's always like, how do I do this?
And we hear it all, so don't worry.
I always talk to everybody the day that they get it delivered or I hand it to them. Listen, the clinical studies show that it goes on the back of the neck or under the belly, up to 12 hours on, 12 hours off. David Schmidt says we need just as much rest and rehab as we do as we're regenerating.
Correct.
So as our body all day long is like pumping and working, we also need our body to rest and recover. We don't want to put ourselves in overdrive. It is up to 12 hours. Okay. So whichever which way you put it, neck or belly, whatever works for you, it works. We have people who put it on the direct area that they want to see an effect in. That's fine. It says it can be put anywhere on the body. You throw it away. Next morning, you have another patch to go. That's why we give you a month's supply. Then you can wear more than one patch at a time too. There are other patches you can actually mix and match. Drink plenty of water and electrolytes, guys, because we always say to everybody, they're like, well, what does that mean? Well, if our body is working extra hard to get our body back to where it should be healthy, our body needs more water than we actually put on a daily basis. So on a normal daily basis, we're supposed to consume a certain amount of water. Well, if you're working it a little bit harder to get it back to a healthy state, you just need to feed it a little bit more water that it needs in order to do what it needs to do.
Exactly.
So that is the key element in this. So next, we want to talk about the awesome testimonies in this, you guys. I have someone who only has a few minutes left on here. So I know that she works at a hospital.
She had to jump off.
Did she jump off?
Yeah, she had an MRI.
We have a couple people on here. We just want to make sure that they can get on or get off.
Leslie's available.
Okay, so I will call on Leslie, Kernahan, and Jerry if I can get them on here. They have an awesome story together. Let's see if we can get them on.
Hey.
You there?
Hi.
Perfect. Awesome. This is Leslie and Jerry that are on here. And I'm gonna.
No video.
All right, you go first.
All right, I'm Jerry. How you doing? All right. I started the X39. Obviously, Leslie introduced me to it. First thing I noticed, I had a lot more energy. I slept better. After a couple of days of using it, I noticed my plantar fasciitis in my foot wasn't bothering me as much. So I actually started to, walk a little bit more. Within a couple of days, I was running 3 miles and not having any problem with my plantar fasciitis. I'm up to 5 miles now, probably about 6 days a week. No problem at all. Second thing I noticed is I had a cyst on the back of my neck. Went to the doctors, dermatologist. They didn't want to mess with it because it was too big and the area that was in. They just said they were afraid that, of doing anything to it. I was just at Kim's house, after a couple of weeks, and I went to take my patch off. I was like, holy crap. I was like, Leslie, check this out. And it had reduced its size by about 3/4 of the way. It was amazing how much it had gone down. I actually have a picture of it, before. I haven't done one after or whatever, but I need to take one after just to show the difference of the two pictures, how much it went down. But, it's been amazing, since I've started it. I can't say enough about it. It's helped me in so many different ways, energy, sleep, aches and pains, which, I'm not a young guy. And I always thought those aches and pains were just part of being older, but, now that I've started this, all those aches and pains are completely gone. I'm so happy to be running again, which is something that really is a good passion of mine. It really helps me out a lot. And Leslie?
Hey guys, I'm Leslie. Kim and Johnny came to me back in November with this, and I was kind of skeptical about it. And it wasn't until I had to go get my lab work done for my thyroid levels that I decided I was going to give it a shot. So I went and got my levels checked. And when I went back 6 months later, I basically got off my thyroid medication because all my levels had regulated. And same with Jerry as far as running. I'm up to 4 to 5 miles now without feeling anything. I feel like I can go further now, and energy level, everything's so much better.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. And you guys, they're just users. They were users, they're obsessed. And you know, that's such an amazing, beautiful story. I really appreciate you guys sharing with us.
Sure
Thank
thing.
you. Thank you. Next, I want to bring Trish on. I see her.
Found it.
Hey, Trish, how are you?
Hey, Trish.
Good, thanks.
So if you could tell us a little bit about your story, and then we'll go to your friend Rick.
Okay, so I guess it's been about a year now. My friend Elena introduced us through Facebook. Elena knows my story. I've been suffering with spine pain for about 17 years since my older daughter was born. And it kind of was debilitating. I couldn't run anymore. I didn't sleep good at night. I had a lot going on. And I think with a lot of inflammation all the time, you start to get that brain fog. So I was also on ADHD meds for a long time because of that. And you know, you just said try it for 2 weeks, and even I like hokey things, but this one was the hokiest. I was like, this is so damn hokey, but I'm gonna try it. I think I called you after about 1 week and
Yeah,
said,
I gave you patches. Yeah, I told you,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just gonna give them to you, and you're gonna have to just trust me.
yep,
Remember
and I
this.
did. And I remember calling you like the 4th or 5th day and going, I don't think I've even thought about taking my ADHD meds all week. And no withdrawals, nothing like that. So I think it's pretty quick for me the way it happened. And then I was running within a couple months, I was running again every single day. Within a few weeks, my spine pain that I'd had for 17 years was gone, and it's stayed gone. So I'm very thankful. I'll probably never go off the patches, not even to experiment if it works when you go stop them. I'll stay on them
I love
forever.
it. I love it because your body is able to finally do what it needs to do. It's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And we're gonna have your friend Rick now tell us his story, which is pretty
Thank you, Trish.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, Trish. I appreciate it.
You're
so
welcome.
much.
Thank you
Thank
guys.
you. And if we can get Rick unmuted on
I'm
here.
unmuted.
Yes, perfect.
I should be.
Yes.
So, how's everyone?
Awesome.
Trish, the girl you just saw, is the one who turned me onto this. In March, I was diagnosed with diabetes. And the diabetes were so horrible, my blood sugar had to have been over 400. I blacked out and fell down and split my head open. Once they determined that I had the diabetes, they had prescribed me metformin and insulin, 2 different types of insulin. One was a long-term insulin that I took once a day, 15 units, and the other one was a short-term insulin that I took depending on what my glucose level measured. And I was sticking my finger several times a day. I've been on this now for probably just a little bit over 90 days, because that would have been the end of May that Trish talked to me, and I probably received my first shipment in early June. The metformin, if you know what metformin is, it's to reduce your glucose levels, but it's technically a poison, and it's bad for you, and it's bad for your organs. It's bad for your muscles and your nervous system. And it had major effects on me. They had me on an extremely high dosage. I had horse pills. They were 850 milligrams a piece, and I took them twice a day, so 1,700 milligrams a day. And within the first month of taking that, I noticed the neuropathy in my feet exploded, absolutely exploded. I couldn't even sleep because of the nerve damage in my feet that was just it felt like I was standing in fire ants. It also allowed me to lose weight. In less than 2 months, I lost 45 pounds. which is extremely rapid. The problem was I didn't have 45 pounds to lose. So I lost the fat and then I began to lose muscle. And metformin is famous for taking your leg muscles away. I've been on X39 and what's the other one, Kim, that I take?
The X49 too. You added that in.
No.
Yeah.
No, I have the X39. I don't have the X49 yet. I have something else.
Carnosine.
Carnosine.
Car-
Okay.
Begins with, yeah, carnosine. I have been able to throw away my metformin and my insulin. I've not had metformin for a month and a half now. I've not had insulin for 2 months. My blood sugars drift around, right now they're drifting around 115. I went tonight, today's my birthday, and my son took me out to dinner, and I had a giant bowl of spaghetti and meatballs. And that was at about 7 o'clock. I finished that, and I just checked my glucose, and it's 102.
Wow. Happy birthday.
Happy
Hi.
birthday,
I
Greg.
can't believe you
Well,
got
thank
this
you.
on your birthday.
Thanks, man.
So,
Happy birthday. Can you get on a Zoom for us?
Thank you.
so I other than using these patches, I have been using a couple of supplements just for the vitamin B. I'm on a vitamin B that I've been taking since I was taking the metformin because it robs you of any vitamin B in your body. And I've been taking silene cinnamon with apple cider vinegar, and it's also got turmeric and ginger in it,
Love it.
Yeah.
and then berberine. And I honestly believe I've beaten diabetes.
Love it. Love it, Rick. Love it, love it, love it. I mean, to hear that, guys, just understand, like, this patch isn't like miracle. This patch isn't doing the things. Our bodies, our own human bodies are doing things because we're able to do what our bodies need to do without drugs, medications. And, Rick, you're an awesome story. And I'm sure you consulted your doctor and talked to your doctor about all this stuff along the way as you went through this journey. But I really appreciate so much for you sharing this, especially on your birthday.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Well,
coming on your birthday.
I feel like we
But,
should
you
also
know,
be happy birthday and I mute everybody.
It's a great birthday present for me because I have, who wants to be beholden to the pharmaceutical companies the rest of their life?
Right, right.
And
And
I
I
can't-
remember talking to you, I can kind of share that a little bit because this is how we all work in this, you guys. Like, I shared it with Trish, Trish shared it with Rick, Trish got me on a call with Rick. I had no idea who Rick was. Rick was traveling abroad in Europe when I got on a call
Oh,
with him.
yeah.
And I got to hear his story, and Rick was just at a place of like, what else? Who cares? Yes. Why would I care to try anything else? I'm at that place in my life. Why not? Just why not? And it's all
Yeah.
natural. And I just remember that talk with you and just being like, you couldn't even fathom that had happened to you, that all of a sudden your whole world got turned upside down with that diagnosis. So it is really cool to be here on the other side and hear you talking right now.
Well, thank you. Because it's scary because it wasn't just, we think you have diabetes or you have pre-diabetes and you're going to be diabetic. Your father's diabetic. It wasn't anything like that. It was like, the doctor actually said to me, I can't believe I'm standing here talking to you. That's how bad it was.
Wow. Wow. And you look at you, you're like this person in front of them now. So super cool. Thank you, Rick, so much for joining
All right.
us and sharing
You're
with us.
welcome.
We really appreciate it.
Okay.
Love it, Rick.
All right, guys. So we're going to kind of go back here, but Johnny and I can kind of also tell you guys a little bit about like our story and why, we got into this. I will again share my screen here just so we can kind of go through some of these also amazing testimonies that we have here on our computer. Sorry, guys. So these are just some awesome testimonies too that were submitted in. So you have a teenage, well, older than teenage guy here who suffered from acne, being on using X39 and the amazing results from X39 on that. People with burns, people with skin issues, people with hair loss, anti-aging, also collagen stimulating, as we mentioned, a couple of those things, because when our bodies, we were at convention, you guys, which is super great. And you guys, if you're in this, you need to eventually get to a convention to hear people speak. There was an awesome plastic surgeon who did speak and said, if we could elevate GHK, copper peptide in the human body. These are the things that can happen. And we're witnessing that. We're seeing that, our own bodies peptides elevating to be able to produce and do the things we're doing. So again, like the patch isn't what's doing this. Patch isn't diagnosing, treating, it's our own bodies. So we're looking at these witnessed hair growth. I mean, my goodness, this woman and her collagen stimulating, over long periods of time. But for me and Johnny and I, the whole thing with us, I got on this because I had a shoulder issue that was a horrific torn rotator. Funny story, there was a famous baseball player in the room next to me, supposed to get his rotator done. And I was supposed to just get a scope done. And when I woke up, the baseball player got the scope and I got the surgery. So I had the horrible tear and I'm not some crazy athlete. And then 6 months later, I retore it. And I lived for 5 years in just agonizing pain. And I can honestly say, if anybody's ever had a shoulder issue, and if it's if your dominant arm, it's even worse, because I used to work in assistant surgeries and I did all these things that needed mobility of my arm. And when it would freeze and lock up, it limits your whole life. It takes away your job, your career, your exercise, your happiness. I mean, it robs you of things. So when I first got this patch, I said, why not? Just like Greg, why not? What do I have to lose? And so I tried the patch, and honestly, 3 weeks in, I was sleeping on my shoulder and I had no pain and my whole world changed. It changed everything in me, not just my shoulder. It changed my whole personality because I was able to be myself again. I was able to work out again, which we know endorphins make you happy. So when you get to work out, you become a happier person. And I was so grateful. And then the laundry list went on, you guys. No more migraines, no more Epstein-Barr. I mean, things in my body just started to just become a whole different aspect.
Well, and there's a lot of things you forget and you take for granted because you don't know where it's going to fix first, but you also forget about all the little stuff, like maybe the brain fog. I mean, I didn't even realize water in my knee was gone because I was so excited about my herniated disc, my separated shoulder and all that. And it's just crazy because I'm blessed that I was lucky enough that my wife wanted to try it with me. And we always try to tell people, if you have a significant other or husband or wife, like do it together and do your journey together and write down a log, like have a catalog. What do you always say? It's funny. It's like write down your.
I literally write, I go, you're never supposed to complain in life, but you better complain.
Yeah, like write down your
on
complaint list.
paper.
Yeah.
And tell everybody your complaints of every element, like from the moment you wake up, every ache and pain and everything, and then just watch your life like change.
Or even like just like maybe your attitude or your general perception of things or brain fog. I mean, it's crazy because you don't know where it's going to go. I was waiting to, herniated disc, separated disc. I grew up in Minnesota playing hockey. We pretty much came out of the womb with hockey skates on. So we've been beat up. And I wanted all that to happen right away, but it went to water in my knee. Well, I've had water in my knee for, I don't know, 13 years.
Yeah, it was like a golf ball.
I mean, literally, I don't know. It's gone. Like as crazy as it
But
sounds.
the only reason he actually realized that, you guys, is because we were on one of these calls and someone had a testimony that was about losing the water and swelling in their knee. And my husband goes, oh my gosh, he's like punching me. He's like,
Yeah.
I lost the water in my knee and I don't even know when it went away, but it's been gone. So that's why this is super important for us to share our testimonies and be on these calls, because you get so used to the hustle and bustle of life that you forget the things that we become accustomed to. And we just don't realize that they're gone, that once it's gone, but it bothered you when it was there. So
Exactly.
that
That's
was
huge.
Johnny's testimony, because mine was quicker than his. So as we were going together, he stuck it out and he kept going because he said, well, if my wife's getting these results,
Correct.
I'll keep going. So
Yeah.
we don't wait for your moment. Don't wait for your
No.
moment. Share it with everybody you can, because those around you are only going to convince you more how amazing the product is by hearing their stories and hearing what's happening to them, even though if it may not be happening to you at the very moment in time.
Exactly.
This is the big part too, because what we have is such a beautiful product that is so unique, and it's ours, only ours. So like we said before, we don't have a Me Too product. What do we want most in life? I know for my husband and I, you guys, I come from 18 years working in a surgical room, working in a office, the grind. 18 years, we have 5 kids. My daughters are older, and I missed so much of their life. I missed all of their growing up, being a room mom, all those things, because I worked really hard and I didn't make that much money. I thought I did, but what do we want? We want our family. We want time with them. We want freedom to just say, why do I have to ask off for time off to go on a vacation? My kids can go. Why can't I go? We don't want that stuff. Like I went through all of that and it's hard. It's really hard. And so to have that well-rounded part of your life, like this gives it all to you. Number one, you're blessing people's life. Like I can tell you the number one thing that made me go in this and made me drive really hard was the testimonies, the stories I get
Yes.
every single day on my phone. Every morning I wake up, you guys, with goosebumps and chills. And it just like, okay, who's next? You know, whose life am I going to change next? Well, then I change their life. They change mine. They bless mine back because I get to be with my family. I get time. I get freedom. I get to travel. I get to get out of my debt. I get to build a beautiful, amazing story for my family. And you guys, there are those things. There's network marketing. This is so individualized and special.
Well, we laugh because every morning we have a thing on our whiteboard and it says chase testimonies. And that's our drive because we love waking up to testimonies. When we wake up and there's 2 or 3 testimonies, because we got people in other countries and all over the United States. And when you get your testimonies and it's just, that's what we chase because those users become builders. And it's just fun that you get testimonies and you're changing people's lives because there's literally nothing better.
So
than that.
true. I mean,
You can't, there's nothing better.
my mom, his mom, you know, these people, like they're like 70, 80, you guys, like they're in here to make a business. They're in here to change lives. They are like, well, this did this for me. I know this person, this person, this person, this person whose life could be changed by this. And that is why this product is so beautiful, you know, you guys, because the product sells it. You don't have to know it all.
No.
Potential stem cell industry, you guys, it is going to be billion dollar industry. Why? Because David Schmidt even sits there and says it. This will be the thing. When stem cell technology is finally there, yes, but we're getting close and we're getting real close. And this is as close as we're going to get on a natural level. Okay. Stem cell therapy is becoming more and more popular. You're hearing about it all over the place. People are realizing the importance of their health, of their stem cells, and understanding what a stem cell is. Stem cell industry is expected to explode, you guys. We're from 200 million to 30 billion. And that is not, you guys, like looking at like money on a normal industry. That's looking at health and what it's doing to drastically change people's lives. The money's growing because the lives are changing. So that's different than just somebody who just sells something to sell it. The product is what's transforming. The stem cells are what are making it so drastic because of what it's capable of doing in the world of stem cell technology. And that's why David Schmidt has said, this is where I want to position myself. I want to be able to help people. I want to be able to help our bodies to be able to keep our stem cells healthy, alive, and doing what they're supposed to do. So
exactly. And we always tell each other, it's not a matter of fact, we tell our team that it's not a matter of fact that someone's going to hear about it. It's, are you going to be the one that tells them about it?
right. Honestly, like we love it. Gina, Steve, Onyx, Mike Hernandez, you guys, the best words are, they're going to hear about it with or without you.
Exactly.
And we witness that every single day because everybody in this world is searching for a betterment and to have longevity and better health. And so it's spreading and it's out there, and you're all on this call for a very well-known reason, because you want to know, what is this? So make sure, you know, if you know what it is, you share it. Now, the business plan, you guys, holy cow, the business plan is amazing. It's remarkable. We're able to see this compensation plan in a way that we've never seen anything else in network marketing. It's a very easy compensation plan where you can earn up to $25,000 a week, you guys. Okay. And why I try to tell people, like, this is just you simply sharing something that has changed your life, your testimony, and just giving it to somebody else and saying, have at it, try it. You do not need to know everything. Just give the product to somebody else. And Johnny can grab one from the back here, because ours are on the back of our neck. So if we turn around and try to show you guys, but it is such a simple, tiny little product, you guys. Like such an easy little product. This tiny little quarter-size product, you guys, that's it. You just have to get this in someone's hands. Okay. That's it. It does the work. So $25,000 a week is just one way to be paid in this business. You get paid in 4 different ways. And just think about what that can do to someone's life, you know. And our major thing we tell everybody is that, like, this does not make any guarantee or promise of income. Okay. our success, someone else's success, a brand partner's success, whatever they're making, we don't rely upon that to say that that's what you're going to make. It's up to you. It is there, but it's up to you to be able to do what you do in this. Everybody has the chance to be able to be there. And people are there. We're witnessing it day in, day out. We have people in this business with us all the time that are $25,000 a week. It's happening,
Yes.
you guys.
And
We see it.
obviously, it's like any other business, it depends on your skills, your personal effort. And, don't rely on others' results or LifeWave, do it, dig in and do it. And I promise if you just share.
Just share the product, you
It's
guys.
amazing because it's like, I always laugh because now we get to travel more,
Yeah.
right? So now when we travel, we just make sure when we travel, we share.
We have the products with us. Yeah.
It's not hard. It's like share. Like just
So how easy this goes, you guys, is lovely. It's a binary. Okay. I love people who are like, is this a multi-level? I'm like, no, we don't have multi-levels. We are binary. We're two. So it's a beautiful thing because you come in, you guys, and it's so simple. I tell everybody who comes in, I'm like, listen, if you love this product, even if you just got the product, like we just mentioned, and you're going to try it, you need to allow somebody else to try it too, because their testimony is only going to build you up more. Well, guess what? You bring in 4 people and you go to manager, that's a rank, but you also just got your money back on your product. Okay. So it's almost referral marketing in a way. So we love that you're able to do that.
Yeah, and that's what we always start with. It's like, it says referral marketing. My wife got me addicted to Starbucks. She does not get free Starbucks. And, so, if I say, hey, there's a good restaurant, you gotta go try this French cuisine, and our friends go spend $200-300 there. We're not getting a gift card from the French cuisine
Right.
because we sent our friends. So there's not many things in life that we can share with people, but also say, hey, if you want to share this with your family, you can get it for free and enjoy it.
And have a risk-free trial, like try it. So it is a very beautiful compensation plan. Next one, we talked about $25,000, you guys, a week. The next one is you're getting matching bonuses. So the best way to explain this is that I came in, I love my product. I love this. It's done what it's done for my shoulder. Well, then I give it to my mother, my sister, my mother-in-law, and a best friend. That's 4 people, right? That's what we call my first generation. So if they all love that product and they're super excited and they're the same way, oh my gosh, this happened to me, Kim, I got to tell so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. Well, if they continue to do that, you guys, I get 25% of what they're bringing in. Well, then those people that they just brought in, I'm getting a 20% of what they bring in. And then again, you guys, 3rd generation, I get 20% of what they bring in. You guys, why this is so beautiful is because as the product shows what it's able to do, it's just building without you. Like it's going to do it with or without you, like we say. So you get to get this. This gets to bless you like this. And as you rank up, you get more and more. So it is a very awesome thing. You try the product, you love the product. Then you're able to share the product. You're able to make up to $25,000 a week on one pay. Then you're able to make percentages of everybody else you're referring into the business, and their lives are changing. That is huge. We don't see that anywhere else, you guys, where they're like, hey, if you share this with so-and-so and so-and-so, and then they share it, it just keeps going and going and going and going. You guys, we can bring in 100 people, 25% of all those 100 people. And then those 100 people bring in, 200 people. We get 20% of all those people. And it's only doing that because the product works. We're seeing the numbers, we're seeing the business growth, we're seeing this expansion, not because it doesn't work, because it does work. So
yes, and it speaks for itself. A lot of people come in and they're using and they're using and they're using, and next thing you know, someone bumps into them and they're like, what are you doing? How do you look better? Or how are you doing this better? How are you more active? Or how do you feel better? And people are like, what do you mean? They're like, you never used to do this. And they're like, oh, I wear this patch. And then they'll call us and be like, hey, I have a friend who wants to try it. What do I do? And we're like,
sign them up.
Sign them up. That's what you do. And it speaks for itself. I mean, it's real results, real people, real testimonials, and not to go backwards, but it's not a Me Too product. There's literally no competition. I don't know if anyone on this call is in sales. I'm sure there's some salespeople on this call. I don't know one thing ever in the world, and please stop me if I'm wrong, that someone can say, well, I might go somewhere else to get it, or I might shop you, or I might want to talk to someone else about it. This is it. We are
This
the
is
only
it.
product.
That is why our convention was labeled, this is it. Gina, Steve, Onyx, you guys are awesome because we say it every day of our life. This is it. Like, this is what we prayed for. This is what we wanted. This is what we're like, gosh, if there was the right product at the right time, this is it, you guys. Like, it is really, truly it, because all you have to do again is just get this in someone's hands. Let them
Exactly.
use the product. You don't have to convince them much. So I'm very serious, you guys. This is a beautiful, perfectly organically made system. Okay. Next thing, we have these awesome sign up sheets, you guys. Basically a starter package, business builder, serious business builder. Again, I'm going to go back to maybe you're not here to build a business. Guys, this is not hard. This is not work. We own a solar company in 43 states. We have 5 children. Okay. Our hands are pretty
3
full.
dogs.
3 dogs, a horse. We can keep going.
Yeah. We have some stuff
We
going
have
on.
a lot going on. Okay. This is not work. This is just organically sharing our testimonies, our passion. And it is passion driven, you guys. Like, people always say, Kim, gosh, I love your passion. I'm like, there's only one reason I have the passion is because the patch works and it's done things for my life. And I've witnessed other people's testimonies. So I'm passion driven because of that reason. There's no other product that pushes me like that. There's never been a product. I've never done network marketing. I've never touched anything like that because nothing has ever pushed me like this. So starter package, you guys, that's fine. Get in. That's a 90-day supply. Okay, let's talk about clinicals. Clinicals 6 to 12 weeks are great results. Great results. Get in at silver, if anything. But if you go in and you guys get into a gold or a diamond, you're not paying $99.95. You're actually saving money. You're getting it at $84, you guys. You can't get that at preferred customer. You can't get that ever again. And you guys, you're gonna want to give this product to people. We give it all the time. I freak out if I don't have product on me because people are like, oh, well, what does it look like? What is it? You know, like we just did on the video, you guys, it's on the back of our neck. I'm like, grab a badge. You have got to have this in your hand because people have to understand how simple this is. So if you can get in, you guys, get in at $84. You have no idea how quick, if you share this with somebody, you make your money back. There is no business in this world that you can open up, have your own entire entity. It's your business. No one's telling you when to show up. No one's telling you what to do. To pay $1,500, you guys, sell freaking 3 to 4 more diamonds and you made your money back like that. Your money's back and you're all in the profit margin.
Correct.
It is insane. I tell people this all day long and they're like, are you kidding? That's it? I only have to spend that. And then immediately I'm in this and I'm making profit. I'm like, yeah, that's it. And you're able to use the product. So you guys, if I can encourage you, get it for $84 because you're not going to get it for $84 any other way. So you can either go in at silver, get the 3 months, or you go in at gold, you get 5 months and they give you a bonus sleeve. They give you a freebie, or you come in at a diamond and you get 19 sleeves, you guys. And trust me, they're going to go quick. You're going to definitely be able to get rid of them, but you have this on you all the time. These are in my car. These are in my purse. These are everywhere I go because I don't know who I'm going to meet who's going to want to say, okay, cool, I'll try it. Why not? You
Correct.
fill this out. I fill out maybe 5 to 6 a day. I come home at night. I grab my glass of wine. I sit at my computer and I just enter it in. That's it.
Mhm.
And then they have their own portal. They have their own dashboard. They can log in. They have full access. You guys, I just tried to get out of an auto ship of another company. 2 of them. Okay. A hair dry bar and a gem. I'm still trying to get out of them because I have to email corporate. Then I have to get an email back from corporate. And then I got to deal with this stuff. Guys, people are very put
I
off.
can hear her
People are
scream.
very, very put off by memberships. This is not like that. We have access to our own system. Just click it on, click it off.
Exactly.
It's very user friendly.
Correct. And really the only reason I tell people there's auto ship is because you're going to want the patches and then you forget and then you're waiting for the shipment. And we love, like my friend Ty, he's loving the patches. We didn't hear from him for 90 days. And then out of nowhere, he's leaving the country and he's freaking out because he's asking where his patches are.
Freaked
And
out.
I've been texting him like 5 times, like, how are they, buddy? What's going on, bro? I know it's busy. Like, and I hear nothing. And then he calls Kim and he's like, I need you to overnight me patches because I'm going out of town and I can't.
I warned him. I
I
said,
know.
you should have been on auto ship because this is exactly
Correct.
why
And
you
you can move the auto ship out, you can move it forward, but it's kind of that thing, like just get them coming because you don't want to have a gap in it. And it's key.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So monthly subscriptions, that is what you just nailed it on. You guys, you want to be on a monthly subscription. Okay. One sleeve's $99 a month, you guys. That's $3.33 a day. I tell people every day. What do you spend $3.33 on a
I don't think
day?
you can buy anything. for cheap.
Like, it's ridiculous, you guys. That doesn't do anything that this does for your health. Okay. You can spend your money on Red Bulls to get your energy, your coffee, whatever. It is not good for you. And you have no problem spending that money whatsoever. It helps you to keep your points in the business. So the beauty of this is, you guys, is that while you're a user and you're enjoying the product, everybody around you is building your business for you. We're all in it together. So while you're just getting your experience, there is people helping you so that when you decide, hey, I want to share this with so-and-so and so-and-so, you have points there and the points have assessed. Well, the only way to keep those points is to be on auto ship every month. So you could wake up in 3 months, 4 months, and you could wake up to a beautiful business that's just sitting there waiting for you because you stayed on the auto ship, you guys. It's a benefit to you, not to anybody else. That is a blessing to you. And you only earn up to $100 a week if you actually do one sleeve. Now, the best thing you can do is do two. The reason why we say to do 2 sleeves, you guys, is because one's for you and one is to give to people. You need to be able to have product that you're not robbing from your own stash, I call. You don't want to share on your own. Sharing is caring, but not of your own. So make sure you have your other patch pack that you can actually share for other people, that you can say, hey, you know what? I understand that this is where you are and you're not ready. How about I give you a couple? I want you just to have them and understand the simplicity of them, how easy they are to put on every day, how easy they are to take off, how they don't do anything. There's no side effects. This is what I want you to do. Okay. That's why you want 2 auto ships going in every month while you're building this business. All right, let's go. Okay. Canada and Europe. Oh my gosh, you guys were so excited because Canada opened just recently. Europe is exploding. Gina, Steve, Alex, they were just in Europe. They're doing London, Portugal. You guys, it is on fire. Right now, they're running a huge promo for them, you guys. Earn up to $18,800 in cash. Now, what they want to do is a rank advancement. Ranking is so easy, so easy. So if you go manager, you guys, you're getting an extra $100. You go director, it's extra $300. Senior director, $1,000. Executive director, $2,500. Presidential director is $5,000. And senior presidential director, $10,000. There's $18,000, $800 up for stake, you guys. This is so easy. Again, back to referral marketing, you guys. Just sharing, okay? That is all this is. No hard sales, no crazy things that you have to go out there and aggressively approach. This is just sharing the product. The product turns into this. The product goes to $18,800 because of the people that are out there and are talking about this, you guys. So Canada and Europe, game on. We just did this in the US.
I just WhatsApp my Canada colleagues. I had no idea. Sorry, but I did not know. I feel so embarrassed. I didn't know that. I'm like, oh my gosh.
It's so exciting.
I'm literally WhatsApping them right now. Sorry.
The difference between the two of us. I am dialed in. He catches up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just caught that. See how slow I am?
Welcome to Quantum Field Training. Okay, guys. 331. This page was developed, built out by our team, our upline. We are the biggest team, you guys, in the world. We did 3.3 million in 1 week on our team, you guys. That is incredible. I throw those numbers at big business guys, people who are pushing out numbers. They're in banking, finance, and they're like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
This is huge. Onyx and Steve and Gina and a huge team of ours has actually developed this site. This is amazing. There's steps in here. All these steps tell you everything: how to share the product, how to sign up somebody, how to get paid. Guys, it's all here. It's a plug and play system. You do not have to reinvent the wheel. You just plug people in, you invite them, share the product, and then if they're ready to go, say, here's where you go. This is what you do. It is so easy and simple, you guys. Now, time is now. I will be the first person to say this. I tell everybody on the calls, you guys, time is now. And like we said, if they don't hear it from you, they're going to hear it from somebody else, you guys. Okay. Even if like you talk to somebody and say about their health, number one, about your health, what do you want betterment in your health? And they can name a million different things and say, well, guess what? Let's try it. What do we have to lose? Let's see if this can do this for you. Number two, what do you want for your family? What do you want for your life? What would $500 a month, $500 a week? What is it that you want right now in your life? What is it that would change your life right now that we could talk about? And they can name anything, you guys. And we can say, let's go. Time is now. Give this product a try and let's move forward. And do you have any other options? No, because I will tell you this, like I said, I have been approached by every other network marketing product and company, and I've tried them all. I've done them all. this is it, you guys. This product is so unique, so special, so perfect in every shape and form. You guys, you have got to either try it if you're on this call, or if you're on this call and you have tried it, you need to get going and you need to start sharing. Okay. Get started on it immediately and plug in. Go to StartX39. Educate yourself, learn more about this, get engaged with all the people on here. We have a team that is so supportive with people every minute of every day that you guys get on Facebook groups and things that we're in, and everybody is there to lift you up and help you understand the product and help you build your business. You're not going to get that anywhere else with any other company. We have a lot of opportunity calls coming up, you guys. Right now, Tuesday, September 26th, you guys, we're gonna have an awesome call coming up, 8 p.m. Make sure you plug in, make sure you guys take note of the codes and the calls. Be on them if you can, bring people to them if you can't. I have so many people being like, well, I'm in the car, I'm traveling. I'm like, I don't care, share it with everybody else. You don't have to be there.
Yeah,
They don't even know if you're there half
no
the
one's
time.
taking attendance.
I mean,
And trust
there's-
me, there's times we cook spaghetti and we're on the call listening, but we're cooking spaghetti.
You guys, majority of the time, there's 900 to 1,000 people on a call. They don't know when you're there or you're not. And honestly, they don't care. They need to hear this with or without you. So put them on there by you. Make sure you're the one that sent them there. Our next one on here is, Tuesday, 26th also is local in Ohio. If you're from Ohio and you're anywhere near the LaGrange area of Ohio, make sure that you guys can be there. If you're not there and you know people in Ohio, this is the whole point of this, you guys. Our teams are set up all over the place. London, there's in London, you guys, wherever they are, it doesn't matter if you're not. Send people there so that they can be there, they can listen, and they can be a part of this. The doors open at 7. Immediately at 7:30, they'll start talking. There'll be beautiful testimonies. There'll be people all there to be able to greet them. And you send them, guys, and everybody there will ask them who sent them, and they'll help them get signed up. That is the coolest thing about this. We're all here to help each other, you guys.
Exactly. Just like at the end of our call tonight, we say, go back to who brought you here. It's that simple.
And then Wednesday night, again, just like tonight, we're here representing, talking and explaining the product. Again, Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Steve and Gina Merritt, they are awesome. They're full of energy. They are such an awesome power
I
couple.
think they have a lot of energy.
I love them. Told Gina today, I'm like, gosh, just need to have her energy.
Just a little bit of energy.
So you guys, they're amazing. Like if you don't feel moved by us, you will feel moved by them.
Yes,
So
I promise.
plug in Wednesday, 8 p.m. Bring people there too, you guys. Send people. There is not a day that you can't come up with 5 to 10 people, you guys, that you could send to a Zoom, okay? And just say, check this out. That's it. And then they'll go back and ask you questions later. So that is why it's such an awesome thing. Every night of the week, we have calls, you guys, for you to plug your people into. And then awesome, Houston, Texas. Texas is on fire, you guys.
Yeah.
So we have great teams in Texas. We have awesome teams in Texas. So 9:30, September 30th, you guys, local at the Hilton Garden Inn. They're going to be co-hosting. Kendrick and Reggie Stewart are going to be talking to everybody there about X39. Bring your people there, send your people there. Guys, I actually go on Facebook half the time and I try to find out my friends and family who've moved all over the place, all over the United States. And I'm like, hey, oh my gosh, we're going to be in your neck of the woods. You guys got to go. Tell me about what it's like. Check it out. Tell me what happens. Come back and talk to me afterwards, you guys. That's what it's all about. Then plug into the systems, you guys. Take a screenshot of this. Take your phone, start X39 barcode, our Facebook Quantum Field team, guys, we're updating things nonstop. We have so many different resources, you guys. You love the product, you share the product, we're here to help you. We're here to build you. We're here to help you get this under your belt, guys, so easy and effortlessly. And then again, you guys, we have Spanish. This is huge, okay? Thursday night Spanish calls. So a lot of us have Spanish speaking friends, you know, maybe they're bilingual, but they prefer Spanish speaking better, or they have a bunch of friends in other countries, Mexico or wherever they're at, Portugal, where else were we at?
I'm
Just,
a white kid from Minnesota.
Barcelona, you guys, anywhere that anybody is speaking Spanish, you guys, you can send them to the Thursday night Zoom call at 8 p.m. to
Sorry.
be able to plug in to the Zoom. I love you. You guys, thank you so much for being here with us. And how do I stop share? Okay, sorry. That was the worst switch right there. So thank you guys so much for plugging in tonight and being here for this call. We're happy that we got to be able to present it to you guys.
Yes,
We have
absolutely.
been so excited. This has been the best journey of our life so far for the last
Yes.
13 months, and it is only going to get better. So we hope that we get to know you. We hope we get to meet you guys, and we hope you guys are gonna please give this a try. Go back to whoever sent you here, and please sign up. Get on the product. That's the only way you start. So everybody have a blessed night. Good night, and thank you for joining us.
If you don't know who sent you here, call us.
Just
Just kidding.